guess what? Your own higher self, your future self, that deeper part of you that is the space through which you evolve and grow into, that deeper, more expansive aspect of you is in direct communication with your present self, and it doesn't speak a complex language. It speaks directly to your heart, to your emotional body, through the language of excitement. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the ways in which your own higher self speaks to you through the language of excitement and charm and inspiration. I teach Vedic meditation and have been studying Vedic philosophy for many years now. And one of the principles that we receive from the Vedas is this idea of charm. Charm is that which you find naturally attractive. It's a quality of magnetism. It's pulling you, it's inviting you, it's beckoning you, it's alluring. And the Vedas teach us that charm is a tool for nature to guide its individual parts, us, in the most relevant evolutionary directions. So nature's intelligence uses charm. It uses this principle of natural attraction as a means by which to guide and organize all of the parts of itself. So we have nature's intelligence, think of it like the ocean, and then all of us individuals are waves that emerge and express themselves from their source, which is the ocean. Now, if all of the waves were left to their own devices for the unfoldment of their journey, it would be a big oceanic shit show. So what we have, excuse my French, what we have is a contextual awareness and intelligence that acts as a guiding light for the trajectory of all of these individual parts, including us humans. So charm is the guiding principle of nature. It invites us, it asks us, it inspires us to move in particular directions that from nature's vantage point, from our own higher self's vantage point, are life-supporting, expansive, and evolutionary. So that which is charming maintains energetic resonance to experiencing more of yourself in your fullness, your authenticity, your purposefulness. So charm is that which guides you into more of your authentic self internally and the ways in which you show up in the world. So that's a little bit of a context for how the Vedas view charm and why charm is relevant. So I'd like to offer you 3 tools that will support you in clarifying your relationship to your own inner GPS, your own charm factor here. Your principle of charm is your subjective GPS. What is charming for you is unique. What's charming for me is unique. And by the way, what's charming is always evolving and it's in flux, just as everything is in this world of form and phenomena. So 3 clarifying tools to get you more in touch with your charm are the following. And feel free to grab a notebook or a pen and pencil if you'd like. The first is the awareness of this principle in the first place. Just having the context, the recognition that nature is speaking to you, some deeper, more expansive, more intelligent aspect of your own self is speaking to you through the language of excitement. Just having that awareness is the first step to really putting this knowledge into action. So just the contextual awareness that things in life will appear charming to me and inspiring and exciting, and other things won't. Just having that distinction will start to position you to be in a position to then follow your excitement. Without that awareness, we just think stuff's happening and it's random and arbitrary, and I'm excited by things because I'm just conditioned by them, and other stories that we come up with. But what I'm asking you to try on here is that you're actually being communicated with from a much deeper level than your rational conditioned mind. And it's through the language of charm, and we could say aversion or lack of charm. But consciousness is affirming. We don't need to focus on what we want less of. We don't need to invest in resistance. We get to shift to affirmation. What is charming? What is exciting? What lights me up? And that brings us to the second tool, which is inquiry. Now that we have this awareness that there's a thing called charm, now we can move into the second position, which is asking ourselves, what is charming? What's lighting me up? And you can go through kind of a Rolodex of options, like feel into different possibilities. Like, does this light me up? Or how does that feel? How does this feel? Take inventory of how things are feeling to your emotional body. And then we get to transition to number 3, which is the action step. It's the courage to honor that which is exciting. How many times has something appeared exciting and we didn't follow through with action? Whether it was asking that person out, or going on that trip, or taking that healthy business risk. Something was calling us over the edge of a cliff into the unknown, and because we were afraid or didn't trust ourselves, or we're overloaded by the opinions of others, we didn't take action. So step 3 is to have the courage to step into your heart, step off the cliff, and take the action. Stagnation yields very little flow of information. When we're willing to act, even if it's the wrong or less evolutionary or relevant choice or path, when we take action, we receive feedback. So when you're willing to stir the pot, you very quickly get a whiff of that which you're stirring, and that can either affirm your choice, or it can be a cue that course correction is needed. Action yields information feedback. So step 1, have the awareness that there is such thing called charm, and it's a guiding principle of my own higher self. Step 2, ask myself, what is charming? What's exciting? What's lighting me up? And step 3 is having the courage and the faith and the trust to take action on what excites you, even if it's contradicting your rational mind, even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's outside of the boundaries of how you've been spending the last 24 hours, 5 months, year. Our mind is so steeped in conditioning that oftentimes that which feels intuitively charming, that which organically is pulling us, we oftentimes bypass that or sabotage that impulse because we're giving priority to the mind and its habitual tendencies, and those feel safe and comfortable and familiar. So we gravitate towards those familiar experiences, And most of us continue to live like robots on autopilot, continuing to make the same choices, suppressing and ignoring that signal of excitement that's asking us to move in a new direction, or fresh, organic direction that's relevant and true to this moment. So often the direction we're heading is simply because we've already been heading there in other moments, and we're assuming that the immediate future needs to look like the immediate past, and that's how we continue to cycle through our life. When we can drop into the awareness, the self-inquiry, and then the action of following our highest excitement, we step out of that rat race loop of the mind, and we connect to the intelligence of our source within, and we allow ourselves to be guided by an intelligence, a force, an organizing power that is greater than our individual intellect. You are being given impulses and downloads and feelings and nudges, and in particular, excitement in particular directions. So, my challenge for you is that you devote blocks of time, and really a whole day, perhaps to begin with, devote a block of time or a whole day to simply honoring and following your highest excitement. Outside of it makes sense, outside of I shouldn't be doing that or I should be, provided it's not harming you or someone else. I challenge you to honor your highest excitement, whatever that is for you, moment to moment. Once you honor a particular excitement and you're experiencing it, continue to listen, continue to check in, and then have the courage once again to move into the next excitement. This is your breadcrumb trail of bliss. Your own higher self is ushering you into an energetic space that feels ever more exciting and aligned for you. If your experiences are feeling flat and lacking charm and misaligned, this is your invitation to step back, to reset, expand your awareness, check in with yourself. What is most charming? What seems to be lighting me up right now? And then have the courage and faith to follow that. Your own higher self is with you right now, and it's speaking to you through the language of excitement. It's been very exciting making this video for you and me, and I appreciate your time, energy, and presence. We are walking each other home, and it's been so fun making this video. Have faith in yourself and have faith and trust in that bigger aspect of yourself that is guiding you moment to moment. My name is Matthew Spangler of The Meditation Effect, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.